you just can't physically take her out of the apartment. You can't. What are you gonna do? You can't just physically take her out. You can't call the police. They're not gonna remove her. It's a civil matter.
Nothing can be done.
Right, and you can't bother them. You
Not
can't
really.
physically bother them.
No.
Elwood, was your men physically knocking on the door? And
Yes.
They were?
Yes.
So
Physically.
you're, again, I'm not a lawyer and I'm not familiar with these circumstances, but it sounds to me that if you're harassing them or whoever's in the unit, then you may be subjecting the association to suit.
When I called Lauderhill Police, they said only person who is allowed to be inside the unit is the owner himself.
That's not what Dan is saying, and he's a real estate expert. Maybe Edwin wants to weigh in on that since he's an attorney.
Did the police offer their assistance in getting him out?
Yes.
They did?
Yes.
Did they take him out?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if the
Really?
police will take him out, then.
Yes.
But I'm just concerned that the association doesn't get sued. We have enough legal matters, and that's the only thing I'm concerned about. If you can do what you're doing, and he's delinquent, I can understand that. But if you're doing it, and he can sue us, then I'm concerned about it.
No, but when I contacted Lauderhill Police, they said only person who's entitled to be inside the unit is the owner himself. Not no family member, not no friends or anything. Because on our condo docs, we have the right to tell him, or no, he cannot have any privileges with other relatives.
Okay, I have a clarifying question. It seems to me that the only person who has standing to object to somebody in a unit is first the unit owner.
Right.
And then if the unit owner doesn't object, the association only has standing if whoever's in there poses a hazard or something against the other people or the association. So if the illegal occupant is not posing a direct threat to someone else, I just don't see how the association has standing to do anything. If you can get the cops...
Well, Joe said that their dog attacked him.
Well, again, now you're talking about a possible criminal... Okay, again,
Joe.
excuse me. If something's going on and the police then say, do this, and you can get that in writing, our ass is covered.
It's a clip, yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Joe, did that dog attack you or not?
Thank you.
There's so many dogs.
All right,
Thank you, Owen.
It's been four different dogs.
moving along.
I think that one was in the laundry room.
Item number 9, I don't
went
see,
after my wife when she went in to do
I
some
don't see
laundry.
any
What's that
information.
supposed to be, anyway?
I don't see the information. A board member.
She's also the one that
sent
walks
this
her
to
dog
me
at
as a
1:30 in the
request, but I
morning.
don't see the
The
information, so
dog's
I'm gonna
barking
move on to
and
number
she's singing on
10.
telephone. My neighbors
to
called
approve-
over last weekend.
Listen up,
Same one.
please. Did I have your attention? Can I move on with the meeting?
We didn't hear you.
Okay. Number 10.
What happened to number
Number
9?
9, this was sent by a board member, but I don't have any information here, so
What board member? What board member wanted to discuss?
Yeah, let the board member clarify it.
they sent a private email, and I
Well, it can't be private if it's on the,
It's
it can't be
confidential.
private. It can't be private. So let the director who sent this to you explain his action and regarding what board member.
if he
Please.
chooses to do so, he may.
No, it's I mean, you could, I mean, if it's on the agenda,
It's
then
official
it is
record.
public. It's official record.
I don't
So
see-
please have the director who made this stand up and speak.
If he chooses to, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I want to hear it. You got your camera going, Jerry? Thank you.
How about if everybody that didn't do it stands up?
Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. What board member suggested this, Terry?
I said, again,
What are we talking about?
if this
9,
individual...
number 9.
Suggested what?
Number 9, it says amendment proposal for the board of director requirements.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean, Charlie? What is that? What does it
Well,
mean?
yeah, exactly, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know,
What
Terry
does it
said that
mean?
the
I
board-
mean, you put it
board
on the
director
agenda,
requested it.
what does it mean? What do you mean, you don't know? You put it on the agenda, how can you
was
not
asked
know?
to put it on the agenda.
Put it on
Okay.
the agenda.
I
You put it on the
asked
agenda, how can you
You
not
asked me
know?
nothing, you did not email me.
I
Show me the
emailed-
email.
Yes, you got a copy
Show
of
me the
I'll
email.
show you the copy of
You
the email.
emailed me, you did
Yes.
not email me.
I emailed Maureen,
did.
because
Right,
she
you
said
did
you have
not
to go
email
through
me.
her.
You have to email
I
me.
requested a
But
treasurer's
anyway,
report on the
let's move on to
agenda.
number 10.
Number 10, to approve
No,
renovation.
no, we're not moving to number
Number
10.
9.
We're not moving to
Yes,
number
we are,
10.
Charles.
No, we're not. We're not moving to number 9 until number 10, until number 9 is
Okay, I
clarified.
make a motion to table number 9, the amendment proposals for the Board of Directors. Do I have a second? Anybody opposed?
Yes?
Okay,
Who
then.
made a second?
Okay, now we
Take a
have
vote.
Discussion.
No, take a vote.
Discussion.
No, we're making, a motion is made to
Oh, you don't
table.
have to have discussion on the
No.
table, sorry.
Okay, take the roll.
Edwin Hoffman? Francis Mesereau, no. Michael Schenkel?
No.
Dan Coco?
I don't know what there is to discuss, so I said, let's table it.
Table it?
He doesn't know.
Yes, he said
But
yes.
somebody knows.
How can you put
Charles.
something on the agenda and the board members don't know that?
No.
How do you do this?
Secret.
It could be
It's a
Terry,
secret.
Terry's imagination. You don't know what's going on. You don't. You're acting like there's a lawsuit involved with it.
I would vote to table, but I don't even know what it is, so I have to say no. I don't even know what it means.
Yeah, I don't either. We're trying to find out.
I don't know what it means.
Terry Cristigna?
Yes.
How can you vote to table it if you don't even know what it is?
So you have to answer it, Terry.
I just did. If the director chooses to explain it,
You
he's
said,
welcome to do so.
Mr. Tristigny, you placed this
you
item
placed
on
the
the
item
agenda.
At
on
the
the
request,
agenda. Please
of a
explain it.
director.
How did they get to the request? In writing?
It was a verbal request.
A verbal request?
So it's on the
So
agenda, but
who,
none of the board
then,
members
if you
have-
put it on the agenda, then go ahead. Who put it on the agenda?
I put it on the agenda at the request of a board member.
Okay.
There's only 8 board members. Let's have a show of hands.
We're gonna be here all night.
Why don't you just poll the board to see who it is?
Well, we know who it is.
Maybe they forget.
Now, you haven't probably forgotten. So poll it, Terry. Poll. Poll to see who, what director put it on. Go ahead, poll.
Terry, is this
I'm
your,
not doing anything.
Terry, is this your,
Obviously.
Terry, is this something else out of your imagination or is this real?
It's real.
So, be an adult and just, this is, you put it on
Up to
here.
the individual.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You put it on the agenda.
You put it on, it's your
Wow.
responsibility,
Go
Terry.
ahead.
I voted to table it.
Yeah, but it lost.
But it lost.
But it lost.
You put it on there.
So go ahead.
Just say,
I don't know what it means, amendment proposals for the board of
ask the
director
person,
requirement.
ask
You
the
mean-
I don't know what
person.
it means.
Wait a minute, you put
You
it on
mean
there,
to
you
tell
don't
me
know what
that
it
the
means
president
either?
of the association put something on the
He wants to get
agenda, has
reelected.
no understanding of what that
I assume it
situation
would be
is?
in here, in the packet.
You
There's
assume.
other things on here that aren't in the packet either.
When you assume, you make an ass of you and me.
Terry, who's ready to be tabled?
No, the motion failed 4-4.
Absolutely
I
incredible.
put 2 requests in writing. They have a treasurer's report.
So you're
and-
being
and
discriminated
flood
against,
prevention.
Mike.
You sent me nothing. You sent me
All
nothing.
right, can we move on?
Show me what you sent me.
Some of us have wives who sent me nothing.
Terry, I'm sorry.
Terry,
I'll give
Terry,
the attorney
poll.
a copy. of the
You
email.
sent me nothing.
Francis, do you have the authority to poll?
Charlie,
Yes.
we're gonna be here all night, let's just,
Okay,
I mean, we're gonna be here until midnight.
but you understand, eh, folks? Good, okay. Let's move on.
No, we can't move on. We have to make the vote
Of
again.
course, we're gonna vote again. Make the motion, Terry.
I'm not making the motion.
Francis.
Your agenda item.
What a mess.
Pardon?
Motion number 9, Doug is making a motion to table.
Hit it all time low.
Well, we had a motion to table it and it failed.
Well, let's take another vote on it.
No, you can't.
You can bring it up again.
All right, so what do we do, Francis?
What-
Ignore it? What do we do? What are we supposed to do now?
What do we do now? I don't know.
Serve the coffee and
Charles,
cake
what do
on
we
us
do
now.
now? You seem to know everything.
Terry, it's very simple. Answer the question and then we can move on.
Yes.
It's your responsibility.
I think whoever spoke to you and asked you to put it on there ought to have the balls to get up and say what it was. They wanted.
Are you kidding? God, he can't remember what he had for breakfast yesterday.
Yes, they are all.
Terry, we're gonna stay here all night. We have to move
Maureen,
forward.
where's our property manager?
She's not
We gotta move forward.
She's not here by now, she's not
You
showing.
don't know what it is, you don't know what it is.
Wait, can I just propose
I don't know
something?
what it is. So which director asked him to put this on the agenda?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It could have just been, honestly, it could have just been a mistake and he might have just,
Out of his own
yeah,
imagination.
possibly, I don't know, but I want to go
Well,
forward.
let's take a poll.
I'm gonna be here all night. The only reason why I tabled this, I just want to know what it was, that's all.
Can we,
The motion failed.
is there any way of fixing this?
This is like a mystery shopper.
Just make a notation in the minutes that,
Leave it alone to be tabled and go on with
Okay,
life.
so let's move to
that
number
no
10.
action, that no action was taken on 9.
No,
wanted it on
we're
here.
gonna conduct the
Was
meeting
that-
properly, the motion tabled to fail. So what is, you know Robert's rules, what do you do in this circumstance?
Do you follow Robert's
Yeah,
rules?
you don't get in this
No, they
circumstance.
did it.
You don't get it, that's not.
If somebody asks you to do something,
What do you do when a motion fails to table?
Then you have to discuss the motion.
You discuss it, you discuss the item.
And then what?
In this case,
You vote on it.
obviously there's information.
I don't know the answer.
Obviously there's information being withheld
Let's move to
the
number
information is
from
being
board
withheld.
members and the unit owners here.
I'm just going to make a notation in the minutes that.
I don't understand how it got on the agenda in the first place.
And no action was taken on that item, period.
So somebody asked you, but you're not at liberty to say who it
I
was.
did not do it.
Doesn't understand what they asked.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Terry?
I didn't do it.
So let's move to
No.
number 10.
Admit I did it.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
The minutes will show that.
Yeah.
Fools.
No action was taken on
No,
item 9.
that's simple enough.
for
Take a
failure.
poll.
That's just
That's
like
it.
table. You
2%.
cannot do that. That's just like table.
What are we supposed to
Must have
do,
an
Dave?
answer.
Must
We gonna
have an
sit
answer.
here?
Must have an answer. You can't table or not vote on it. You must have an answer.
Why don't you simply poll the board members to see which board member requested it?
It's an agenda item.
It's simple.
And let him explain it or her explain what they
We
said.
got 3 already.
Have the secretary ask the other board members, did you request this?
All right.
Go ahead, Francis.
Let him purchase.
Let him
Hold the board, hold the
Simple.
board,
It's
Francis.
simple. It's a simple question.
That's all I would get out
For
of
the
it.
board is, which director asked that amendment proposals for the board of director requirements be placed on the agenda? Mr. Kaufman? Did you ask?
No.
Francis Mesereau, I did not. Michael Schenkel?
No, I didn't.
Ann Coco?
No.
Charles Fitzpatrick?
No.
Doug Myers?
No, but maybe this was just a
No.
mistake. Make it a big deal.
It's not a word.
Doug
Not a
Wolf?
mistake.
Terry Trussigny?
No.
So nobody did it, but it's
So
there.
Terry, if none of the board members requested it, like they just voted for the record, so then it goes back to you. Was it your, I'll refer back to Marvin's question, was your imagination?
No.
So you know who the director was,
Yes, I
that
did.
obviously has lied.
And now, is this in writing or is this verbal?
Verbal.
So,
A verbal request was made.
as we sit here today, we have one board member that has gone on the record
Of
and
lying.
lied. Is that correct? Is that a true statement? Is that a true statement, folks?
Yes. No, it's only true if Terry's statement is true.
Yes.
And that's the biggest question.
Right.
Okay.
But he's admitted it's true.
I don't know if we can move on.
That was the premise that he mentioned.
Move to adjourn, Terry.
Adjourn?
Move to adjourn, if we can't move on.
Why?
I make a motion to adjourn the
That's
meeting.
why.
Michael,
Very important, very symbolic.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Do I have a second? Anyone opposed?
Who made the second?
Anyone opposed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
yes,
take the
of course.
roll.
Edwin Kaufman?
For the motion.
Francis Mesereau, no. Michael Schenkel?
No.
Dan Coco?
Yes.
Fitzpatrick?
No.
Doug Myers?
Yes.
Doug Wolf?
Wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
There's a motion on the
There's a
table.
motion to adjourn, Doug. Can you believe that?
They want to adjourn the meeting without dealing with the rest of these items?
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Without doing the budget?
There's important stuff here.
Set the budget.
You go ahead and adjourn.
Hold on. I don't want to adjourn, but I do want to move on. So are we going to move on?
Yes. Well,
Yes.
We're voting on the motion to adjourn, so you
But are we
know.
going to move on if we don't adjourn?
We must move
Of
on,
course.
yes.
That'd be nice.
One of you is a
Then-
liar, the
then
other
I
one
don't-
obstructs justice, and you're all full of crap. That's what.
I don't.
We're gonna change it and push two people out of it. Let me tell you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Motion to adjourn,
Number
Phil.
10.
Okay,
Okay.
now we move on to,
No,
item
no,
number
move on. Until the liar stands up and says, I put it on and I'm a liar.
Charles, we know that somebody lied. We're gonna move on.
Okay.
Gotta get to the budget.
Okay.
Charles doesn't want to move on. One out of
Yes,
four,
we'll move on.
one out of eight.
Move on. Continue.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
That's right.
Dude, hot seat.
Charlie, you're the liar.
Oh, God. Hey, hey.
Can we move on?
Don't call me a liar when you're the biggest liar in the world.
Please, let's get
Move
to
on. Come on, Charlie.
number 10.
I'm selling them. You're a liar.
Yes, item number 10.
You were born a liar.
If we get to item number 10, we're gonna be here all night.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
Jerry, you can make a
I like
fortune
it. I would like
selling it
to
to a reality.
I couldn't, no one could have
Send
written
that
it.
in.
No one could have written it to point of present
Number 10, please.
He's really, he's got problems, but boy.
Yes, he did. He said we can't.
Charles, we'll continue with the meeting? Yes. Go on with the meeting. Continue with the meeting.
He showed it to his lawyer.
We're continuing with the meeting.
What is that?
I don't know, I can see it.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Okay, when?
5 months ago.
Okay. All right. We'll say.
Moving right along.
But how can we? Charles said no.
Charles has said
No, I'm okay with it. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Number 10, to approve renovation and/or completion of renovation, including new carpeting in the Heidelberg, Nottingham, Orleans, Yorkshire, and Zurich, and to allocate funds to accomplish this. The order of renovation will be chosen randomly. I make a motion to approve the renovation.
Same point of order I called last time. No approved budget has been
Correct.
received or
That's right.
approved
Yeah, I
by
was,
this board.
yes.
Do I have a second?
On a point of order, you have to answer the point of order.
Yes.
Meeting stops at this point.
What's the point?
Meeting
The
stops at the
condition-
point of order.
The condition under which this item has been tabled previously was that it would not be considered until we had the report from the accountant as to the financial standing of the association. We do not have that accountant's statement.
Okay.
The matter remains tabled until such time. It should not be on the agenda, and it should be tabled, further tabled, just removed from the agenda or tabled, whatever you want to do with it. We cannot consider it because it's still under
Review.
a previous condition.
Can I ask one question?
No.
It was equally as
Please don't.
bad
Why
judgment
would
to
it
put
be
it
random now?
on the agenda as number 9.
Oh, I put number 10 on.
I understand, and that was equally bad judgment.
Thank you.
Thanks for your opinion.
That is the legal opinion.
That's illegal?
You
I'll
can
tell you
get
it was
one.
bad judgment too, not having the minutes of the last meeting on the agenda.
That's
to be-
right.
No, they're not, they have to be reviewed by the attorney.
No.
That's under attorney
It is
attorney.
No,
Yes,
you
it is.
can't decide that.
No,
I
attorney
can't.
can't decide
No,
that.
you can't decide that.
How can he decide he wasn't here?
He's totally wrong.
He's reviewing the
Yeah, the
minutes.
attorney has got
Because
nothing to
there
do
was
with
a problem with the
What
last
happened
meeting.
to Robert's Rules of Order?
There was a legal problem with the last
There's
meeting.
not a legal problem with
Oh,
that.
sure
not
there
at all.
was.
Not at all.
Okay, but anyway, 11, approval of the office protocol, and Maureen's not here to go
Why
over
isn't
this.
she not here?
Yeah, why
I
is
don't
she
know.
Where
here?
is she?
I
Why don't you
don't
go
know.
You're in touch with her.
She could have been in
She was in
got
Boynton
10 by
Beach.
phone.
Only by phone. She should have 10 by
I wanted her to
phone.
stand up with that
We're here.
phony email too.
Okay, but anyway, I make a motion to table it, because she's not here to explain it. No, it hasn't.
How come there's no treasurer?
Do I have a second? Anyone opposed
For what?
to tabling it? She's not here to explain the office.
Yeah.
I have something in front of me that looks like a protocol.
Okay.
Don't you have it attached to the second page of the second page?
Yeah. Yes, but I said it. There was no way. Yeah.
If you were on it,
Board member can see the
it wouldn't be,
property.
if you were on it, it wouldn't be this way.
Okay, let me read this.
I'd make it worse.
I'll read what she left here to discuss about office protocol. Any board member can see the property manager. However, we ask that the time frame that the board members come in between 2 and 4 on a daily basis. Any reports that need to be done must be submitted in writing. The manager will then forward them to the appropriate people. Unless the report is an emergency status, please allow a minimum of 72 hours for the completion of the report.
What's the maximum?
I don't know, I'm just reading off the paper.
I requested in writing some information regarding our up-to-date accounting figures 4 days ago. No one got back to me with it.
You want to table this, Michael?
So, I mean, what's the sense in having no minimum time to respond to anything? She doesn't respond at all.
I didn't write this.
Who wrote it?
Maureen. She's not here to explain it. That's why I wanted to table it to begin with, because I can't answer for her.
I make a motion that we table it.
I second it.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Approval of changing of the payroll company.
I have a motion by Charles to table this, but who seconded it?
Dan Coco did.
Thank you.
That was unanimous. Okay, approval of the changing of the payroll company.
But if Maureen's, can you explain why, or is Maureen not here?
She said it's just...
Then we have to table it. I'm sorry, I have to make a motion to table it.
I agree. I make a motion to table.
Well, you know, unfortunately, if we're going to make this change, it should be made as of the first of the year. We're not going to be meeting again until well after the first of the year. So we should consider the matter. I think everybody has in front of them the proposal. And I know she's mentioned it verbally as well.
Said it would save money.
To the various people.
That's what I was told.
At the present time, we are...
Maureen did it.
Besides Maureen, has anybody looked into this as far as the savings and who these people are and their reputation? Has anybody checked that out?
Not at all.
No, I don't think we should make a
The only
decision just based
problem,
on...
Dan, the only problem I have with this, we had the same thing last year about changing our financial management company, okay? And it was done on the recommendation, the same type of recommendation as this. And this has been probably the worst financial management company that this association has had in years. So much so that we have voted to remove them and take everything in-house. And now we're going to make the same decision based on no information.
Why don't we do
How
it
the hell
in-house?
can we do that? And I understand what Francis is saying, and it's a valid point, that we're going to make this situation before the end of the year. Then what I would suggest, even though I'm not here, that maybe you call a special directors meeting when Maureen is here to handle this before January 1.
This is only payroll.
I did for doing it in-house for the longest time.
How can we do things in-house when this is what we have as the bosses of the in-house? It doesn't make any, how can we do, we need professional people. We can't have you guys running in-house.
We had professionals running it, and the place was in shambles for years. Come on. That was our profession.
Remember we had Lorraine doing
it? It was
it?
in shambles, and we were told every meeting that we were going to have an assessment and a maintenance increase. Okay? That's what we had. There will be no maintenance increase. There will be no assessment.
You can't say that.
I said it.
You can't say it unless
I'm saying it.
I know you're saying it, but you also put number 9 on the agenda. Okay? We need a budget to be able to tell.
We have a budget.
Where is it?
It's been sent out to the board of directors. They have it.
Well, I haven't
they
seen
have
it.
They've had it, and they continue to have it.
We have a budget by Terry Jusigny.
Yeah, that's not a budget.
We also have
not a budget.
No, that's not a budget.
What's a budget?
A budget is something that's approved by the board and the accountant, under the accountant's
Right.
auspices.
Exactly.
That's a budget,
Okay.
not a budget that is approved by you.
It's basically the same budget that we've been working on. Look at the figures, they're almost all identical.
No, it's
How come
not.
Ron DiCredenzo says that's not the budget he sent Maureen? Your budget is not the one he
Yeah,
sent.
yeah,
Who
yeah,
said
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Ron DiCredenzo.
In-house. That's all
Where
we
did
need,
he say it?
in-house.
Today on the phone.
I have his budget right here.
We have his budget right
You
here.
were
It's
talking
not
to Ron
it's-
today on the phone?
I was
Oh,
talking to Ron
heavens.
today on the phone,
Yes.
yeah.
What did he
that.
say?
He said the budget that I
I don't
faxed,
believe,
I
I don't
emailed him
believe it,
your
I wanna
budget.
talk to him
He said
myself.
that's
I
not
don't
the
believe
budget
anything
we
he
said.
said. I don't believe anything he said.
Terry, you know what, you say Michael's budget, but you know,
But look at
my
the,
budget too, I work for weeks. and
but look
weeks
at the
on that.
figures, they're almost
My budget
identical.
They're not.
Yes,
No, they're
they
not.
are.
But I
But anyway,
don't- You don't show a deficit, we do, there's one big difference.
There isn't a deficit.
Yes, there is.
There is.